Welcome to Tawana Talks, where we ditch the shame, tell the truth, and laugh through the chaos of ADHD parenting. I'm your host, Tawana, and this is the space to feel seen, supported, and spiritually grounded. Let's go. Welcome to the official preview of season 4 of Tawana Talks, where ADHD parenting gets real, raw, and ridiculously holy. I am your host, Tawana, and if you are new here, then bless you for stepping into the blur with me. And if you've been rocking with me from day one, we made it. So let me just give you a vibe check for this season. This season is not about parenting hacks. Uh-uh. This is not about trying to get the cookie cutter perfect setting for how we parent this thing, but it's about the moms behind the routines, the shame cycles that we don't talk about, the invisible weight of advocating in sheer exhaustion. And the way that we really shrink behind every school call that happens, every family judgment, and every meltdown in a store. We're really pulling the curtain back on those things and telling the truth. And so that when we tell the truth, shame the devil. When we pull the curtain back, it's like eliminating the jump scare. If I know you around the corner, then you're not going to scare me because I can call you out on it. And so we're really pulling the curtain back on these things so that we can call some of these things out and we can really step into a space of being honest, transparent, authentic, so that we can step into the space of being humble and looking for the support that we need, but also saying it loud like, hey, this is what it looks like, and this is where we need to break those stereotypes and those uh, things down that just don't fit the mold anymore. Like when ADHD is new, newly understanding, and all of those things, there's a lot of research out there, but that doesn't mean that it is something that everyone has agreed with. I have family members that still are like looking at me like I've made all this up or I'm just being a pushover. And also, it doesn't mean that systems have been changed to fit what is happening with neurodivergent children and parents and caregivers who take care of them. So, what to expect here is you'll hear the truth about like why gentle parenting isn't always possible, and that's okay. That's okay. It's a good thing, but it may not always be possible. And again, that is okay. Girl, let me tell you, real talk. We'll be having some talk on school trauma and the IEPs and the 504s and how it can be so overwhelming. We'll do some deep dives into faith, mom guilt, and those sacred meltdown moments. And we'll have some conversations with some guests who don't sugarcoat the struggle, who will be able to offer some practical tips and tools, not to create perfect children or perfect parenting, but to actually create what your perfect moment can look like for getting through this thing we call life. And I am adding, hair keeps getting in my face. I am adding some new segments this season that I am super duper excited about, and I want to share just a little bit of a tease here with you all today. For those that are listening, I'm going to be adding a segment titled "You Know You're an ADHD Mom When." And this is going to be your funny moments. Like, I mean, because if you are in this game, then you only way you know to get through it sometime is to laugh. And if you can't laugh at yourself or laugh at the moment, then you need to go in the bathroom and take a good old you know what so that you can be able to release woosah and let that laugh out because it ain't that serious. The moment feels very chaotic and very serious, but after the fact, it ain't that serious, boo. Um, and so, yeah, if you can be able to identify yourself in some of these moments and remind you that you are not alone, and so that you can get a good laugh out of it, you're an ADHD mom when segment is going to be here and for you. I am also going to be doing a segment called Share Your Story, like Tea Time. And these segments are where I'm going to share the voice memos or the DMs or the real moments from our ADHD mom community where we are all just showing up and telling the truth about what our life looks like. And so I'm going to be sharing a little bit of that time and those stories so that you can hear eventually, or hopefully hear yourself and then be like, "Ooh, that sounds like me. That sounds like my life." And you can be able to feel like it's not just me, because they will certainly help me realize it's not just me. Okay, there are times where sometimes I'm in the moment and I'm like, is this a ADHD parenting thing, or is this just real life? And I have two grown-ups, and so, but we're also neurodivergent, so it's like it's not just me. um, and then I have another segment called Mindful Moment. Um, and these are moments of grace. And they're a short encouragement or scripture at the end of each episode that will kind of carry you through the chaos. Something that you can hang on to in those moments that you have, which will be your chaotic moments. So, here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to go ahead and subscribe now so that you get all the notifications of when the new episode drops or any details, information there. Go ahead, do that now. Subscribe, hit the little notification button if you're on YouTube or whatever platform you're listening on. And then I want you to send this trailer to a friend who is also in the thick of it so that you can build a community around and be able to have someone that you can hold on to there when you're in the fire. Get your Shadrachs, your Meshachs, and Abednego so that you can go through this fire together and come out not smelling like smoke. And get ready, because this season isn't just about surviving, it is about finally seeing yourself. The mom behind the meltdown, the advocate behind the overwhelm, and I want to just say, let's go, season folks. That's a wrap on this week's episode of Tawana Talk. Subscribe, share, and don't forget, you're not doing it wrong. You're doing it real. See you next time.